Hello Aries, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your new moon in Sagittarius eclipse reading, which will go out for the next 6 months. So if it doesn't resonate now, it may well do in the coming months. It's a specific spread for a lunar eclipse. I can't remember the dates, I've taken them off my board now, but I think they were December 74, December 81, maybe 82. 2001, but certainly the period between 2010 into 2010 into May 2013, when this axis is highlighted, this Gemini Sagittarian eclipse season. So this is for Aries, and Aries, this is lighting up. Oh dear, let's see, just gone overboard. And it's dropping a lot of crumbs onto this hostilities that's over here, which bizarrely is a resource for you. Anyway, we'll come on to that. It's your 9th house, which would indicate that you're looking at maybe travel, long distance travel at that. This is a house of philosophy, law and religion, learning, ethics, your belief systems. It might be like new studies that you're taking up. Your energy is really lovely. This is a really good reading, Aries, and I got the song Fame on this, so have a wee listen to that. It might give you a boost. The success you'll enjoy is the Angel of Balance. This has been really centered, self-honoring in your choices, solid foundation, and just like nothing is able to rock you. This is about being really consciously aware of when you are being knocked off your center, so to speak. If you are maybe overdoing one area of your life, at the exception of another, you're sort of drawing it back in. You're continually recentering yourself and managing all aspects of your life in some way. It's a very serene energy. It's just really solid, and it's also been very focused on your current goals, and yeah, that's it. And I this feels very business orientated, this reading, even though the challenge is a woman holding a heart. But actually, Aries, that might well be you. It could be someone else. Obviously, if you're you know, this is a female that you're dealing with. It can be a family member, romantic interest, whatever. But I'm really sort of feeling that your focus here, and in terms of the message that's coming through, is on what is of value, not just, you know, your career, your finances. What do you value? And if it doesn't fit your value system, it's not something you're going to entertain. A clockwork pumpkin is an aha moment. One of those aha moments is about to happen when you are paid a visit by a pure spirit of inspiration who's delivering an incredible gift. You will be given an idea and vision and epiphany. Its source is the divine realm of heavenly ideas, and its time is now, and you're being chosen to bring it to life. It will work beautifully as long as you put the steps in place one after the other, almost like clockwork. Despite the mechanical imagery, this is no mechanical idea, although it will no doubt be very inventive and could concern a brilliant solution to a mechanical problem. It is sparkling pure genius. Never forget that Thomas Edison dreamt the light bulb. So please don't doubt your intuitive self when it becomes the delivery system for this wonderful innovation that you are in charge with. So yeah, it does feel very business orientated. And I've got to say, for some of you who come up with any sort of, you know, brilliant innovation or idea or new business, I think you need to be very careful who you let in on that or who you involve in that, because I'm getting the vibe that someone is trying to draw you into a contract, and that's what you need to be avoiding entirely. Don't sign on any dotted lines, or at the very least check any information that's been given to you in terms of a business contract, a business deal. You know, you may have some invention, some idea that someone knows is terrific, and they are maybe sort of going to downplay it or sort of make you feel that you need them to get it up and running, and you know, you'll lose 90% of what it is, and it's your idea. Okay, so I think the message that's coming through here is having the confidence, the strength, the groundedness to know that you can do this on your own. what you should set your intention towards is community. Now that can be networking. I actually feel if you do have some sort of idea, that's about getting it out there and spreading the message, setting up your website, you know, making connections, making good connections. And in terms of what you should avoid, it is the contract. And maybe a really early stage adventure. I'm constantly drawn to the hostilities over here, which is the only sort of fly in the ointment. And this is a helpful resource you should seek out. But this is saying that you might need to get a bit more defensive, even a bit more aggressive. If someone in your group or community is coming at you with any sort of, you know, criticism or slander or anything that's sort of hurtful, this is telling you to, I think up to a certain extent, I don't know your circumstances, you need to confront it, you know. But it feels like, you know, whatever direction you're heading in is super positive, and you know, there might be some envy around that. It just feels like sort of you know, it feels gossipy, basically. It feels gossipy, like people are talking about it or talking about you. You maybe even been trying to sort of like they're kind of trying to draw you back into the fold, so to speak. But that's not where you're going, Aries, in this reading. Now the challenge is the woman holding a heart, and I actually think this is your emotional self versus, you know, your business head. So that, you know, you could be pulling on your heartstrings here. This might not be you. This might be someone you're dealing with. It can be a family member. It's usually someone who's very empathic, very loving, very caring. This is a challenge. Either this is you, and if it is you, it may be sort of suggesting that, you know, that's a side of yourself you need to connect to. If your pendulum swing is taking you into your masculine energy too greatly, this is telling you to come back. But I don't see that, because you've got the angel of balance bang in center. You've also got the angel of strength as the message from the universe. I sort of feel this is someone, there might be some sort of guilt here. Someone's trying to make you feel guilty. Someone's trying to you know, either get involved with you or pull you back into something, and it just feels like they're pulling on your heartstrings. Yeah, but with hostilities here, this is overt aggression, hostilities, and it might be you that comes through with that energy, because it is an actual resource. So there's nothing covert about this. The community could be, but in terms of how you handle it, is to handle it straight on. Yeah. An effective way to raise your vibration is to focus on the door to value. This is new beginnings in your finances, in your careers. This is having all the money, the gems flowing towards you, job offers, contracts. Do you know what? I don't know where you're at the minute, Aries, and you know, maybe you are struggling and you want to sort of jump at the first contract that comes your way. This is telling you not to do that. Don't get yourself locked into something that you can't get out of quite easily. And if someone is trying to push you in that direction and lock you down in some way, you need to check their motives. Because I think there's something better for you. If you can just stay really centered, just make sure it meets with, especially the 9th house, it matches your belief system, that you're not getting involved in something or someone that you do not connect. You don't have the same value system, because it feels like it could spoil it. And the message from the universe, you got both the angel of strength and the magician in the mirror. This is saying that you've got this completely sorted. You've got yin and yang here with the magician in the mirror. This is having all the tools to do what you need to do. And that would be your strength, your resilience, your protection. So don't let anyone knock you off path. So any sort of seeds of doubts and where you're going and what you're hoping to achieve. And if you need to stick up for yourself over here. Okay, I'll just take a little bit of clarification, not a lot, but that is the main message. I wonder what your aha moment is. What is the clockwork pumpkin for Aries? Please do like and subscribe before you leave. Drop a comment if you would as well. It helps it get out there. The channel's not really growing. Okay, I think this is just your energy. But if it's a masculine, listen to this. I did sort of land there. Oh, no. Yeah, no. We've got a snake here, okay? And I feel this is this department over here. And it just because of where it landed, is within your group, your friend group, your social media group, your neighborhood, your workplace. Someone is not who they say they are. They're not rooting for you with the snake. Snake is betrayal, infidelity, jealousy, rivalry. You know, so they're all looking super serene and beautiful here, and like, oh my God, this is so great. I'm hearing that Jessie J song. What's it called? Oh my gosh. Who's laughing now? Oh my God, perfect. With fame, this is like you're on the glow up. You're rising. Wherever you've been, whatever you're doing, there's something coming in for you and you're on the up and up. And this is when, you know, people who did not support you in the past are bitching about you. And then they want to be your friend. Now they want to be your friend. They didn't want to be your friend before, but now they want to be your friend because you get something to offer. You've got something they can get their teeth into here. Now it could be female. It feels kind of feminine, I have to say. It feels a bit sort of like, you know, the bitch zone. And the door to value. How to raise your vibration. What is the door to value for Aries? Research. So for some of you, this is actually going to be a new course of study. You'll need to sort of, you know, enhance your skills or up level your skills or start something completely new. And this might even be about returning to university or college or doing a, you know, open university course, something like that. This is researching ways to improve your income, your finances, take you maybe on a brand new career path here. It may actually be in financial services, only because I'm seeing the fish and the tower at the base of the deck here. It may be in banking, something along those lines. It doesn't have to be, but it just can sort of suggest that you need to do some research. So you get the idea, you're ensuring it matches, you know, where you want to go. And now it's a new study area. That's what the 9th house is. It can suggest that you seek out a mentor or a guide or a teacher. So there might be a subject that you've always fancied studying, but you haven't done it. And now it's saying this is the time. So why are we to avoid the contract? Why has Aries to avoid the contract? It's a man with a mask. Because you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know. This is someone with an agenda. Or maybe even more than someone with this community group here. This is like, come join our cult. Come in our group. No. Oh, okay, I do see the heart. So this could be a romantic contract. This could be marriage, engagement. Avoid it. You know, oopsie. Maybe you're rich and they want to marry you because you're rich. Oh, hang on, I can't get it. I'm working it round with my foot. In which case you better get a prenup. Flight. Positive changes. Still got the mask at the base of the deck here, and now I've got the snake. Okay, you know, that's just confirming it. Avoid any sort of contract. Now this could be about relocating, because the Stork can be a card about movement. It can even be about children. Can suggest migrants, nursing. Aye. Why is the woman holding a heart? The challenge. Yeah, I don't know if this is you, Aries, or it's someone that you're dealing with. But I just sort of felt this is someone who is pulling on the heartstrings here. Why is that a challenge? Bloody hell. Someone wants to get engaged. Or tie you into a contract. I mean, because I have got the love again, and I have got the man again, and I have got the mask again, and I have got the snake again. Okay, so it doesn't need to be romantic for all of you, but for some of you it does seem to be that. Someone's trying to lock you down into some contract, and you're being specifically told that that's what you need to avoid. Okay, anything else? Show me the hostilities, because I really do feel the snake is in the community. That's where he was biting, he, she. Hostilities, why is it a helpful resource? I just think this is in terms of defending yourself against any nonsense. Holding your own. Yeah, there's secrets here. There's something unknown. I don't think you're aware of this. This is like, you know, subsurface, but this hostilities, when it comes out, it's usually very much out there. Maybe you don't know it yet, maybe you've not been faced with it yet, and maybe it'll actually help you to know who is not rooting for you. Tower, my God, that's big. I think it's just telling me you don't know, it's unknown with the book, okay? But it can be, the Tower card can be about isolation, protecting your secrets, protecting knowledge. This can be government, knowledge, legal information. I'm not going to go too deep, because they're not getting massive views, these readings, so presumably they're not hugely popular. I think they're great, but anyway. And in terms of your message from the universe, Aries, Angel of Strength and the Magician in the Mirror. This is just having the ability and not to doubt yourself, that you have the courage, the willpower, the drive to see something through. When you don't feel it, it's telling you that you do have it there to tap into. Aries, special message. Aries, female again. There's definitely a romantic interest here, or it may just be, you know, a love of something. There's that man again, keeps coming up. So you've got the bridges and the fish. The bridges can be about coming together, meeting halfway. It can also be about burning bridges. I usually see it as some sort of, you know, fiery connection. Money and the bear, and both money cards. There's money mixed up with personal relations here, and that's already a really bad start. That never ends well. Okay, advice for Aries for this. Bear in mind it does go out up to 6 months, so you know, if this does have an inkling of it relating to you, stick it in your watch later. Aries advice. Pay notice to your intuitive messages. So in some ways you already know. Listen to your dreams. If you get loads of dreams that some mofo is coming after you or talking nonsense about you, please pay attention to them. And then you've got the she-wolf literally howling at the moon. Unleash the wild within. I sort of see this as facing up to these hostilities when they become evident. You might be unconsciously aware of them. You might have suspicions regarding them. But this is saying, you know, pay attention, and when it comes out, unleash the wild. I'm not saying you go out there and, like, you know, face anyone off, but, you know, don't ignore your intuition. If you think someone has an agenda to lock you down in any sort of contract, then, you know, take your time, and they'll usually show themselves eventually. Okay, Aries, have a good 6 months. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.